You've been asking God for a sign, a confirmation, a clear signal that yes, this idea he's given you is from him. That yes, now is the right time to move and launch. Yes, you have permission to go. But I want to show you something, because I think the sign has already been given to you. And I think the reason you're still asking God is not because God is silent. It's because you're not sure you want to hear the answer. Here are 4 signs that God has already spoken, and what it means if you have yeses to all 4 of these. Here they are. First one, the idea keeps coming back to you. Second one, you feel this idea the most in your moments with God. Okay? Your third one is it aligns with how God has made and wired you. And fourth one, someone needs what it is that you are carrying. If you have experienced and seen these 4 signs and your answer is yes, you already have your confirmation, my friend, and you have permission to log off this video and go ahead and go and build what it is that God has given to you. But if you're still unclear and you want to hear a bit more, stay on and listen to this, okay? And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to have you around here. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1, the idea keeps coming back time and time again. How long have you been having this idea? 6 months, a year, longer? You've put it down more than once. You've told yourself it's not the right time, it's too big, it's too grand, I'm not quite ready, but it came back time and time again. I want you to understand something. God does not waste persistence. No, a recurring idea is not your ambition, it is your ego. A recurring idea is a repeated invitation from God that, listen, the idea he's giving you is from him and he wants you to enter and own it and begin to build in that space. Now, God doesn't take back ideas. The very fact that you keep having this idea time and time again, that is a sign in itself. You try to dismiss it, but that idea doesn't seem to go. You try to run from it, but it keeps coming back time and time again. God doesn't waste his ideas, and God does not waste persistence. Just keep in mind, every time that idea comes back to you, that is another invitation from God that this is what he wants you to do and this is what he has for you. The second one is you feel it most in your moments with God. Where does the idea surface the most? Is it in times of prayer? Is it in times of worship? Is it in times of your quiet time with God? Like, is it in times where you most of those moments where you're connected with God, those ideas, those thoughts bombard you? I need you to know it's not coincidence. I need you to understand that ideas that come from your own ambition tend to surface when you are looking at what others are doing, because you are comparing yourself. When you are when God gives you that idea, it comes from a place of quiet. It comes from a deep place as well, because there's depth to what it is that he's giving you. And they tend to surface when you're not trying to have an idea like, quick, let's think of an idea. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Those ideas come from those quiet times with God. It comes in those times where you are just bathing and basking in his presence. It can come from when you are in church, in a service. It could come from when you're just reading your Bible. It could come from when you're just singing a song and giving thanksgiving. It could come in those moments. Now, I remember for me, the most times that I used to get ideas, like one of my best-selling designs for In Essence came while in moments of prayer. Some of my amazing ideas have come from times when I've been sitting at the back of church and I've just been paying attention to the word, and God is just drop. And I literally have my phone app open, my notes app open. I'm just writing these ideas. So those are moments that I know that that's from God, because I haven't tried to think or force an idea. The idea has just landed in me. It's landed in my head, in my spirit, wherever it is, it's come to me. And I realize that those moments where you are, those moments that you share with God, in those moments, that is confirmation that idea came from him. Yeah. Let's move on to number 3. It aligns with how God has wired you. Very important. Okay. Now, God does not call you to something that requires you to become something completely different. No. He calls you to something that requires the fullest version of who you already are. God doesn't do counterfeits here, trust me. Now, I want you to look at this idea that God is giving you, that you are pondering and thinking, is this from God? Is it not? Is this a sign? Number 1, does it use your gifts? Number 2, does it require the experiences that you have lived through? Number 3, does it speak to the people that you already feel drawn to serve? If the answer to that is yes, that's not a coincidence, okay? Because it means that God is preparing you for this specific assignment through everything you have already walked through. My God. Now, your hardest seasons are not wasted, because God doesn't waste things. Your specific story and what you've been through, it wasn't accidental. It was for a reason. The combination of who you are and what you've been through and what you feel pulled towards, that combination is a fingerprint of a calling, and it is unique to you. No two people have the same calling. Okay, so pay attention to what it is that your story, what you have gone through, who you feel drawn to serve. That is a telltale sign. And let's move on to the last one. Someone else needs what you carry. Now I'm going to pause for a second, because this one is deep. And if anything doesn't move you to action, this one should and will. This one usually ends the waiting for a lot of women that I speak to, because it moves the conversation from you and your fears to them and what does this person need. There is something inside of you that is the answer and the solution to what somebody else needs or requires. There is a woman who right now is dealing with the exact problem your idea solves. She's searching for the journal, the digital product, the planner, the tracker that you have built. She's looking for the course that you have not yet created. She's waiting for someone with your specific story and your specific experience to show up and say, hey, I have been there and this is what helped me come out from that. She's waiting on you. But the thing is that your delay is not just costing you, it's costing her. And when you frame it that way, the question stops being, am I enough? Am I ready? Can I truly do this? The question becomes, how quickly can I move on this idea? Trust me, that in itself will spring you to action if nothing else does, because that woman, she's waiting on you. She needs what you're carrying. She needs the lessons you learned from what you experienced so she can navigate that space as well. But let's move on, because it's a deep one. All right. So let me ask you this question that I've been building throughout this whole video. How many of those 4 signs were true to you? Where the idea keeps coming back time and time again. You feel it in your moments with God. It aligns with how God has wired you, and someone needs what you are carrying. If all 4 are yes, then my friend, you've got your sign. You've had it for a while. This is the thing. It's just you weren't ready to really accept that God is calling you, or is put this idea, or is giving you confirmation. Okay. The question has never been, oh, is God saying yes? No, he is. He is saying yes. The question is, are you going to go back to God and say, here I am, Lord. use me. Let's do this. All right. So if you are somebody that you have counted 4 yeses in this video, I want to invite you to the Call to Create 30 Days Sprint. This is where we take your idea, what you feel God has been calling you, what He's aligned you for, and we build and execute that in 30 days. Because trust me, you need support, you need encouragement, you need the framework of how to actually go from nothing to finishing and accomplishing and completing and launching your God-given idea. So if you are interested, take a look at the description box and you can come along and you can see and you can watch the free training that I have. And if you want to join us, go ahead and join us. Doors will be opening for our next cohort very, very soon. All right. So go ahead and begin to build, create what that thing God has placed in you.